Hey guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Kenroy here. Now we are in late November. Literally we're in autumn now guys, but it feels like winter. It's absolutely freezing and I know I'm a bit behind because I should have tidied up this garden, cleared all of these raised beds behind me, you know, pull down all of last season, or shall I say this season just gone, all of the greenery, the crops, clear them all out and start preparing the soil for next year. Now that's what I'm going to be doing today. Better late than never. If you're new to the channel, please don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button. If you like content like this, where we do a lot of DIY projects around the house. I've literally just finished insulating our loft, which has gone really well. Managed to save ourselves over £2,000 by doing it ourselves. Please check those videos out guys if you're planning on doing something similar. But today we're doing a gardening video because we're actually going to be clearing a lot of the greenery, well, which is no longer green. This was our chocha, which sadly has succumbed to the beautiful British weather. And yeah, I'll show you guys what it looks like. Everything needs to be cleaned up and chucked away so we can start preparing the soil, because pretty soon it's going to be rock solid when it gets frozen over. So we're going to try and put some layers on top of this. Going to try to reuse some of this foliage to cover over, to mulch the soil. Put some compost and some manure, just leave it dormant so that it can start being broken down into the soil. And I do recommend that you do this at the end of each growing season, just to rejuvenate, give the soil its Sabbath, its time of rest. You know, we're Sabbath keepers and we love to have our Sabbath. After 7 days or 6 days of work, on the 7th day, you know, we relax and we rejuvenate for the week ahead. And we're doing the exact same thing for the soil. That's been my secret in getting nice crops, healthy harvest. The only fertilizer we use is compost and horse manure. That's it. And we've always benefited from that. So come along with me guys. We're going to be clearing these raised beds, clearing the gutter in our greenhouse so that we can fill our drum with water for next season. And yeah, sky's the limit. Okay, so this is our raised bed where we had our chocha plant over there. We had some corn, some beetroot here. As you can see, the leaves are falling off the trees just above, which is good and bad. Great when it lands in our raised beds, not so great when it's on our grass, because this stuff kills the grass. I don't think I've got my old rake. The last rake we had is broken, so not sure how I'm going to rake that all off the grass. But as for the raised bed, I'm going to be you know, clearing all of the stuff that we had in there. This is some Jerusalem artichoke, which I didn't actually harvest, so technically there should be some tubers under the soil, so I probably will have to dig those up, or else next season, you know what's going to happen. Speak of the devil, yeah, there's some right there. Next season, you know what's going to happen. These guys are just going to take over the whole plot, so I need to dig out as many of those as possible. But it's absolutely freezing guys, oh my word. And yeah, so I'm going to be clearing this, getting rid of all these pumpkin vines. We've got some compost here which we're going to be mixing in. Also got some horse manure in here which we'll be mixing in as well. And we've got my compost bin, which to be honest, half of it is broken down, you know, relatively well, but the top half hasn't really been broken down, so not sure if I'll be able to tackle that now. I think what we'll probably do is just leave it over winter, and then come next season hopefully more of it would have broken down. You can see the bottom is looking fairly well. Got lots of little guys running around in there, which is great. But as it's gotten colder now, now might not be the best time to crack that open. Maybe early spring. But I'll do what I can just to rejuvenate the soil. Okay guys, so I've dug up and cleared that section over there where our chocho plant is, and I haven't actually dug up the chocho plant. I've left it there because I mean it probably won't work, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a lot of this mulch, a lot of these leaves, and actually cover over this chocho plant. It's going to get really cold, the ground's going to get frozen over. I have no idea whether or not chocho plants go dormant, so yeah, if it does and if it can come back in the spring, that would be fantastic. However, that's a plan B. I'm actually going to be getting a new chocho plant hopefully soon, and hopefully we can get that one growing before the spring arrives. But I'm going to be mixing in some horse manure in this section as well as in the main raised bed, which we've already dug up. Obviously found some potatoes in there as you always do. Then I'll literally just cover it over with whatever mulch I've got left and leave it for the winter. Cleared most of the topsoil with all the leaves and stuff, and so I'm just going to dig these guys up, see what we got. Hopefully there won't be as much as the other ones that we got around the courtyard, but you never know. Oh, got ourselves a potato. Nice. See some worms in there, which is a good sign. Yeah, we got a nice few clusters here. Nowhere near as big as the other ones, but they'll be a nice addition to our meals. So far so good. I think this is the last one. There you go. These are the little guys that you want to get rid of, or else next season you'll just have loads more sunchokes. So at the end of each season I like to dig up my raised beds, turn the soil over and mix in some horse manure, some compost before covering it over. So what have we got? That's just some little round sunchokes. These ones are actually a lot rounder than the ones that we got in the courtyard, which is cool. Leave these like this in the greenhouse for now, and we can harvest them and in a little while. You can actually put these back in the soil to preserve them longer. And some more here. But yeah, that's all she wrote. There's always some potatoes hiding away. Oh, it's a nice one. I didn't actually plant these potatoes, which is the funny thing. It's nice when you grow things in the garden, you know, it just keeps on giving, guys. It's one of the things I love about gardening, and these will undoubtedly be some of the best potatoes we've had this year. Really mature and rearing to go. Now I will be adding more horse manure in the new season. However, I figured I might as well use up what I've got left in this bag, just so that it can start breaking down in the topsoil. So you're probably wondering why on earth I'm covering all of this. Well, two things really. Hopefully it helps to stop the cats from coming in our raised beds and pooping in it, but it also helps to keep the soil warmer, because the soil typically gets frozen over winter, and so by keeping the soil temperature warmer, hopefully the worms and all the microorganisms can keep working, breaking down all these leaves, which obviously enriches the soil so by the time spring comes around, the soil hopefully will be in a much better position than it's currently in. This is more or less done. Just gotta sweep up some of these leaves, that's all on the lawn, and get them dumped into this raised bed. The more the merrier. But yeah, so far so good. I'm now racing against time as the sun is setting so much earlier now. By the time it hits 4 o'clock, it's pretty much night time here in the UK. So yeah, gotta crack on. The last job that I've got to do is to basically clean the gutter in our downpipes so that we can reconnect this water butt and hopefully fill it up over the winter, because in the summertime the leaves fall on the roof and I don't want all of that gunk running down into the water butt. So I'm going to clear the gutters of all those leaves, put them in the raised bed and reconnect our gutter. Now we've got to do this the old-fashioned way, guys. Got to get stuck in. It's never easy. Okay guys, let me show you what we're working with. Look how full these gutter in is with all these leaves that are falling off from just this tiny tree which is by my neighbour's fence next door, and it's absolutely filled with these rotten leaves, full of nitrogen, no doubt. I've started cleaning this section and I can't afford for all of that to run down into our water butt. Okay, so this is maybe 2/3 of what we've managed to get from the gutter in so far, guys. I'm going to pour this in our raised bed as mulch. Okay guys, it's pretty much 3:45. I'm just getting some water from my other water butt, which I'll be using to actually get this switched off. I'll be using to actually get rid of all of those debris from the other water butt system on my greenhouse. And the one on the, I'm just having a look, the one on my shed is actually pretty clean as there's no trees over it really, so that one is fine. I'm just gonna go and rinse out the gutter in on my greenhouse. My nose is absolutely frozen, it's so cold. I don't advise gardening in these temperatures, however there's something quite therapeutic about it, and it's nice to know that we're sort of getting the garden ship shape and ready for the winter. I'll probably be at it tomorrow again, just finishing up. I wasn't able to give the grass a cut before the cold weather set in, so we'll just have to ride it out. Still got a few more beds that I need to tend to, but for now I'm going to leave this video here. I need to get inside, out of this cold, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. That's it from me today, guys. Look after yourselves and I'll see you when you see me, hopefully. Take care and God bless.